I think it's working. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yes. Yes, it appears to be working. Expedited shipping. Aight then. Tentacle therapy. Oh, Rose? Alright, I'm gonna wait. Ooh. Okay. Aight. It's time. Oh, before I forget, let me open this so that I can use it if I need to. Yes. Okay. Oh, people like us. I have plenty of friends. Girl, I just reread Act 5. Don't you can't. All right, let's go meet Karkat. Let's go meet Karkat. This is way too loud in my ears. I'm not gonna do anything but listen to this. I should probably turn this down at least a little. Okay. No, it's still the music is so distracting for me. Confident that your new friends are safely sleeping off a rowdy night full of snacks, video games, and taxidermy, you turn your thoughts to dreams. Jade's dreams. That fascinating shining place that feels familiar the way a dream does. Wink wonk. What's up? Literally though, like I can't pay attention to the game because I'm too caught up in the music. Okay. Also, I've read one page because Are we? Don't talk to me about acts. Don't talk to me about acts. I'm having a very okay. So Charisse, why can't I think of their name on Twitch? Hold on, did it? Hold on, I'm going back to the beginning. I'm okay with that because I literally only saw one page. No, Andrew. This is literally. Oh. This is. I hate this. I hate this. Act 1, 2. I really hate this. Act 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I was too busy looking at the names. I didn't even pay attention to that. But yeah, hi Weave. You ready to learn about Homestuck? You ready to learn about Homestuck? But wait, also speaking of Homestuck, I'm having a very bad conversation with why can't I think of their Twitch name? They're not here because they're at work. One of us. Shoot. My friend Charisse, who's always here heckling me. What's their Twitch name? I'm gonna tell them this whole. Anyway, we're having a very bad conversation about juggalos and the fact that Andrew Hussey probably researched them. But okay. I'll read this part again. Confident that your new friends are safely sleeping off a rowdy night full of snacks, video games, and taxidermy, you turn your thoughts to dreams. Jade's dreams. That fascinating, shining place that feels familiar the way, well, the way a dream does. Prospect feels like the place you should be right now. You've got a brand new zap sense, and it hasn't failed you so far. It's allowed you to befriend several emotionally volatile teens in precarious home situations. These powers won't let you down. So you zap to the dream world. I guess the zappy powers do take you to different times. I'm gonna try and call it. If you're talking about the sprite specifically, is it the fact that they don't have noses? Cause I love it. Say what you're going to say. Let's see if I was correct. What was I gonna say? Because Prospect definitely got destroyed last time we were here. Turns out you can fly here. Rad. Afsana! My good friend Afsana, the one who's always here heckling me, the one who keeps calling me Dirk. We're having a very bad conversation about Andrew Hussey and juggalos. Timeline this. Hold on, I'm gonna tell them why I wanted their name. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's a really good question. I'm curious if we're good, because if we stop them from playing the game, like, if we stop them from playing the game, it's possible we make a third timeline. Because, like, if they don't play the game, the kids' universe never even exists. Like, So, yeah. I really hope if we stop them from playing the game, I'm gonna have problems. Like, this timeline is already messed up enough. We don't need that happening. You drift around for a little bit, admiring the glittering towers, waving lazily to all the various dream NPCs, until you come upon a dome with an open window. Inside oh! I guess we're already here! I can't believe we're already here. Yeah, we're on Troll Prospect. Alright, I'm done with my Juggalo conversation for now. Yeah, we're just on Troll Prospect. But, no, that's what I was saying. Human Prospect is already destroyed, but the Zappy powers let you go through time. So, like, it's possible we could have gone back in time to Human Prospect. Inside, a troll boy with nubby horns and a silly outfit lies curled up in his dream bed, sleeping soundly. Aw, he looks so peaceful. You imagine this? Let me tell you about Karkat advances. You imagine this is a very peaceful troll boy. Perhaps it should strike you as strange that you immediately know what this alien race is, but nah, you don't have time for that. Are you sure about that? Abruptly, the boy vanishes. Oh shit! I guess we're here. Hello, Karkat's house. You follow him without hesitation, do we? Zap! Luckily, your powers seem oriented to specific people rather than places. You figure it's because this is a character-driven narrative. You find yourself in a dim respite block. There's a bookshelf and a desk and clothes hung up on pegs on the wall. But instead of a bed, there's a small tub of green goo. I'm going to turn this up for a second. I'm gonna cry about this remix. I was so ready for this Karkat remix, you don't know. How am I supposed to pay attention to this game? Also, alright, I guess I have to turn this down so in my ears at least so I can pay attention. I can't. Time to read Karkat, I guess. What the fuck? A gravelly voice tinged with mania crashes over you in a furious wave. You reel back from the onslaught. Here we go. See, I was ready for having to read the way he talks, but then I just remembered that he's basically just Dave but loud and angry, which means non-stop talking. Why'd you make me think of Terezi and Vriska's remixes? I'm not ready. I'm not ready for any of that. I legitimately can't pay attention. Okay. Every evening I wake up to another glorious night of the universe applying its globes directly to my face in the most hilarious and juvenile way possible. Hi, Karkat. I'm used to this, okay? I'm not saying this is anything new, but this is just next fucking level. Your eyes finally adjust enough to see the same troll boy from the dream world. He appears to have fallen asleep at his husk top. Some crumbs are stuck to his face where it had been pressed to the desk. He's got a zodiac symbol on his shirt. Whichever one is a sideways 69. Nice. And man, is he angry. Like, way angrier than a normal person. I stay in this crumbling excuse of a hive, rig this place with early warning systems, and what's my reward? A deformed blue oh! The hoodie! A deformed blue blood teleporting into my respite block like a fucking... Bye. Bye. You zapped out of there because damn, you don't know what kind of early warning system he has, but whatever predators is meant to keep away, all he'd have to do is shout at them. You appear on a nearby hill about 100 yards away from the hive. From the outside, it's large and leaning with square windows and an unnecessary number of balconies. Although who are you to say what's necessary? Maybe this dude really likes balconies. He could probably use the fresh air. I wouldn't put it past him. A couple of similarly large and lopsided hives scatter the skyline. Hives. You aren't sure how you know they're called that, but it feels right. Maybe because of the organic insectile architecture, like they were grown instead of built. You clearly aren't on Earth anymore. The sky is black and the bushes are purple, and there are 2 moons. Neither of them is your gold moon, though. You think maybe you should be freaked out by this strange alien land, but nah, you're a seasoned friend venturer by now. Besides, you like it here. It's comfortable. This is a pretty good hill. You sit for a while, thinking about this hill and this universe and your place in it, until the sun... Time to go back to Karkat's house! Bye! Until the sun starts to crest over the distant horizon. F. This is... Hey, idiot! Karkat. The Troy boy... There's gonna be a lot of me not speaking right, because my sleep schedule has gotten worse instead of better. So sorry for that, but the troll boy is leaning out of his front door. You're sitting on the ground waiting for sunrise, so you're either a jade blood or a moron. And I know the only jade blood who lives outside these caverns, and she's a lot better looking than you. Damn. So what the hell? Who are you? You're not a troll. There's a substantial gap of grassy hill between the two of you, but you can hear him just fine. He has a talent for projection. You stand up and brush the dirt off your ass. He seems a bit less angry now. God, please, 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 MSPA reader, please do not kill Karkat with your ass. I feel like take your sweet time is gonna end with me dead, so I'm gonna do it first. I feel like that's gonna end with me burnt in the sun. Do not! You walk leisurely down the hill. The heat from the rising sun washes over your back and you speed up. That sun is bad news, you just know it. You start down the hill, light beats further across the horizon, and your pace gets a little less leisurely. The troll boy crosses his arms. His shoulders are rounded in a slouch, like he spends a lot of time making himself smaller. His black painted claws are bitten down. Painted? Karkat. We got eyeliner and nail polish? You wave a little awkward hello. He rolls his eyes and grabs you by the arm, grip surprisingly strong. He tugs you underneath the shadowed overhang of a balcony. Okay, asshole. What were you doing watching me in my dream like some hornless cast-posing pervert? Damn. I can't even retreat into unconsciousness anymore. Is that it? I won't even slide into the nascent relief of death without an alien stalking me. Did one of my friends put you up to this? I'm so distracted by this music. Was it Solix? When do we meet Solix, man? I don't remember the order the trolls are introduced in. There's too many of them. They're introduced all over the place. And like, I literally just reread this a couple months ago and I still don't know what order. Good question. Everybody's favorite pastime. Make Karkat's life even more of a constant, effervescent shit show. You tell him, Karkat, that is not like that. You don't know anybody named Solix, and you didn't mean to be creepy. You just found him, liked how he... MSPA reader! I have some concerns. You just found him, liked how he looked, and decided to follow him home. Karkat's thick eyebrows creep upward. Okay, you know how that sounds, but you really didn't do it to be weird. You did it for friendship. You crave it, like... You crave it like a mineral. Remember when, I think it was a whole different Tumblr, I think it might have been Slime Tony or someone, like this year stole that post from Sixpence. Like just completely remade the crave that mineral post. Wow, very normal, Mr. Magic. Oh, but you are magic. Okay. Guys. Okay, maybe not you specifically. You don't want to brag, but you can do some pretty magic stuff. Karkat looks incredibly dubious, even more so than Rose had, who you might have described as politely incredulous. You consider explaining to him all that wild stuff that Jade told you about, games and destiny and such things, but you really can't imagine what any of that has to do with this grumpy alien boy. What are the chances? Oh, yeah. I'm not ready to meet. Like, every time I see a name and realize I'm gonna meet them, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to meet Ceresi. I'm not ready to meet Tavros. Yeah. You tell him you can prove it. You can bring him to visit one of his friends. You are so awesome at bringing friends together. You could visit Solix, was it? Karkat makes a noise like a kettle being punched. Hell no! That Nookbiter would self-immolate if I interrupted his coding. You wonder if that's a euphemism. Maybe Karkat just likes scare quotes. I don't have the energy to grub sit his freaky deformed bulges today. Okay, then where does he want to go? Does he have any more friends? Hi, Bun Buns. We're homestuck again. Homestuck again. This time we're meeting official characters as opposed to when I was playing Friend Sim. Those are okay. Friend Sim was characters made just for the game, and this is characters from the webcomic itself, is what I mean. I'm so distracted by the music. I wouldn't call him a friend exactly. More like an endless burden I've been cursed with by the slithering eldritch gods of the outer reaches. If I didn't occasionally check up on him, he'd space out so far he'd hit hard vacuum. How do we do this? You're actually not quite sure, but you don't want to backpedal and suggest to this cool, angry troll boy that you don't know what you're doing. Do I just... His hand kind of hovers near yours. We can't, like, I was gonna say, can we meet one? The most put together person, the most okay person in this whole canon is John. So, we're not meeting anymore, okay, people. I was like, hold on. You could hold hands, but you don't want to be too forward. You could also just hold them under the armpits. You think holding me under the armpits is less weird than holding front stumps? Yeah, sort of. Karkat puts an awkward hand on your elbow, then he frowns and pushes up your sleeve, laying 3 fingers against your bare arm. Are you good, dude? Good question. Good question for all these characters. Yeah, sorry, you're just kind of warm. Thank you. You tell Karkat that he's very warm too. Let's just get this over with. True. Like, okay, he is the most put together one here, but this touch-starved child, they all have to be touch-starved, really. Like, but then this... Really trying to think who's gonna be the most normal. Like, Tavros will be cool. Oh no. Nepeta is gonna I was about to say Nepeta is gonna roleplay disemboweling me. But then I realized that Terezi is gonna roleplay my, like, trial for breaking and entering to her hive. Watch. That's what's gonna happen. But, like, I'm trying to think. I feel like Tavros will probably be the chillest one to interact with. Yeah. Try to aim for just outside his hive. His Lucis isn't around, and he's usually too stoned to even notice if the roof came down. But I don't want to startle him. Cool. Here goes. You zap somewhere pitch black and immediately blunder right into Karkat. Oh my god. Could you keep it together for a single fucking glance, Nugget? You aren't in Karkat's hive anymore. You appear to be in the void. Cool. The what? Let go of me. You tell Karkat that he is actually the one still holding on to you. He makes an angry noise through his nostrils and releases you from his clammy grasp. He moves away from you and collides with what sounds like about 17 mops all banging into each other and clattering to the ground. God, the sprite! God fucking... Something smashes. Something smashes. Slurry guzzling. A shower of little noises like marbles over hardwood. What even is that? I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Oh no. A light finally pops on above you. You appear to be in an alien broom closet with like alien cleaning supplies, you guess? One of the bottles just has Clean written on it in permanent marker. You ask Karkat if he meant to transport the two of you into a closet. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the board? Exactly 0 minutes since our last bucket joke. A bucket rattles as he kicks it. He yelps and jumps backward onto your foot. What the fuck, Makara, you bottom-feeding asshole? These sprites are so very good. Your personal habits are almost as disgusting as your pan-rotting purple words. Why is your paling equipment mixed in with your scrub poles? Did you figure nobody would notice? Surprise, Nooksucker, I noticed! Okay, but hold on. I have a feeling we're gonna learn about romance right now from Karkat, because this route is called, expedited shipping. What in the hell? Karkat breaks off after a moment you realize why. Heavy footsteps shuffle closer. Someone has heard the absolute rumpus tantrum that Karkats were kicking up. Oh no, but also I wouldn't put it past Karkat to just be like, a person is here being being nice to me. Instant quadrant. I'm gonna have to meet Eridan. I'm gonna have to talk to Eridan. No, don't make that cutesy face at me. If we want to talk about instant quadrants, or at least attempts at instant quadrants, at least, okay, I'm gonna say this. There's no way it's gonna be as bad as meeting, Zebra, so at least there's that. Oh, hey, hold up, my brother. Karkat. I'm hearing something in the scrub cubby. Some squawk beats what's all got itself trapped. The door opens a crack. Karkat grabs your arm again. Oh fuck. A shadow looms on the wall, wild hair and tall horns. Oh fuck me. Karkat squeezes your arm so hard it hurts. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Karkat, last time I saw you saying this, like half of your... Everybody got murdered and I'm not here for it. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. The door opens a little wider, and you feel wetness on your arm where Karkat's claws have drawn blood. Well, that's not good with my... I mean, guess we're in the same boat, Karkat, with this blood color. Oh no. The door creaks and you panic. Bye. Oh, you right. Karkat. Red mutant candy red blood? What is this? You're right. You both crash down to the floor together in Karkat's respite block. Karkat's little horns jab you in the side. What the fuck was that for? The way you were reacting, homie. Why did you do that? Because Karkat was freaking the fuck out and you were worried the two of you were in danger? And there was some menacing asshole saying creepy stuff outside the closet door? That is a complete mischaracterization of the scenario, and I'm totally disgusted you'd even bring it up. It's not a mischaracterization. He was totally losing it. Look, he was clinging... Here we go. He was clinging onto you so hard he even drew blood. You show him your clawed up arm. Look at it. Karkat's reaction is immediate and overblown, which you are beginning to gather isn't out of character for him. He starts vigorously examining himself. He appears to be checking for injuries. They're so good. These sprites are so good. Oh. No, you insist. He's not the one bleeding. You are. He's so covered up in jeans and sweater that you have no idea how he could even get cut in the first place. Wait, this is your blood? Yeah? What's the big deal? Besides the fact that he totally just scratched the shit out of you. You're willing to let it slide though, for friendship reasons. You figure this might just be the way he greets people? We're Karkat! We're Karkat! Remember when Karkat was like, when somebody was like, Karkat, Spade Slick stabbed you, and he was like, that's just his way. It's honestly kind of fucked up. Maybe you should just leave? Wait, what? Now you're just going to zap the fuck out of here like nothing happened? You can't go out there. It isn't safe. Not for people like... This route is called People Like Us, huh? Karkat pulls himself warily to his feet. He's still looking at you like you're a bomb that might go off if he steps wrong. Slowly, he extends his own palm and drags a claw across it. Crimson blood beads up and drips onto the floor. It isn't safe for people like us. Clearly something is happening here, and it's probably a really deep and affecting moment, but you're just not sure what you're supposed to do. You bleed, he bleeds, both of you bleed. Sweet. Blood friends. You can fuck with that. How did you get a Cerulean's hoodie? I made Karkat, buddy. I made so many friends. You don't even know about my high blood friends, Karkat. I think we're kind of friends with the Grand High Blood, with as much friends as you can be with them. Like, I'm pretty sure the way he treated us, he didn't just tell all the clowns to instantly murder us. I feel like that's as friendly as the Grand High Blood's gonna be. So I'm counting him as one of my friends. It is the same Grand High Blood, isn't it? Uh-oh. I didn't even think of that. He definitely told us to never meet him again. Uh-oh. 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 And we wouldn't even remember him telling us that. Uh-oh. I wonder if the Condis would know who we are. Like, I feel like there might have been, like, even if the Grand High Blood knew about us, I feel like she might have heard about us. Did you bag yourself a High Blood Moirail? I have a, no. Well, Pulpa is, I forget, Pulpa was, Nepeta's color, right? Olive? So, like, mid to lowish blood. Now that you have established that the two of you do indeed both have blood, Karkat appears to have warmed up to you a lot. He even offers you something called grub juice, which you're pretty sure is just Coke, except not as sweet. It's almost a little salty. You take tiny polite sips and then pour it into a dead plant as soon as Karkat turns his back. You tell him that you aren't actually sure where you got this sweatshirt. You were just wearing it when you woke up. You don't even remember where that was. You just know you were standing in front of John's house. Whew. Whew. And you were wearing this hoodie, and you knew it was important, but not why it's important. Possibly because it keeps you from being naked. You didn't realize it belonged to a cerulean, whatever that is. Karkat is looking at you like you aren't making much sense, which is fair, because you really aren't making much sense. So you're a mutant blood alien with amnesia that can also teleport. Yep. Oh, and you can time travel too. Don't push it. Karkat sits down at his desk and hits spacebar on his keyboard. We could probably figure out whose cast sign that is. Are we gonna learn about my boy Malik? Well, not us specifically, unless you've got some incredibly unlikely and well-honed Hustop skills. I'm excited, but also you're right. What if he's like, and here's how all of your friends died? I'd be very, very sad. I have a feeling, okay, hear me out, right? I forget, I know that they found the codes for S-Grub in a temple. And we like, it's assumed that the temple they found it in belongs to their game, but hear me out. What if all the Friendsim trolls have a dead session? I believe that's the right term for it. Like how the Alpha Kid session, and that's an Alternia didn't get destroyed because it was dead. What if? And then because it's a dead session, none of them really died, so they're just like out in Paradox Space. That's why we don't see any of their ghosts, because they didn't die because they weren't fighting. I just don't want them to be dead, is the thing. And I'm pretty sure that's the only way they could not be dead, is if they had a dead session. So that's my headcanon now. You've got no Hustop skills, honed or otherwise. Yeah, I'm not fucking surprised. Here, just give me a second. Don't break any of my shit. You take a glance around the room, keeping your arms behind your back so as to make absolutely sure you don't break any of his shit. His room is surprisingly tidy for someone as scattered as Karkat, mostly just weapons and movie posters. It all has an air of someone who doesn't plan to live in a place for very long. It feels temporary. Karkat is typing furiously with his mouth pulled into a little frown. That's his default, it appears. Every so often, though, he'll throw glances at the cuts on your arm. He really is hung up on your blood. Good news. I was about to say Karkat. I was thinking to myself, Karkat's not good at this. Oh, of course he immediately messages Solix like, please, please, Solix, somebody who knows what they're doing, please. Good news, Captor. Tonight is your lucky night. Finally, you get a chance to put your money where your dribbling snaggletooth flap is. I need you to do something for me. KK, if this... I can't make myself do the lisp. But also, I love Homestuck because the way he types, deadass just makes me hear a lisp in my head. KK, if this is more whining about the team leaders, I don't want to hear it. You just don't have the qualities necessary for that sort of scenario. I know I just said I wasn't really going to do the lisp, but apparently my tongue is like, no, we're going to do some of it at least. But yeah, apparently they're about to play, huh? I guess I say that like it wasn't John's birthday when we showed up. I feel like this is like right before we meet Karkat in the story. Uh-oh. Please, we can't make them not play the game too. And if you're just here to start some sort of slap fight for regulars, then you should probably go fuck yourself. Because I've got actual work I need to do tonight. Oh my god. Who gives a fuck about a game already dug out of a hole in the ground? And what actual work? Like, I even believe that for a second. You mean the actual work of touching yourself while sobbing into your reciprocoon? Yeah, hilarious, but we can skip the foreplay for just one time in our lives. All that's gonna happen is you saying something you regret and then you cry typing or whatever over whether or not we're still friends. Okay, first of all, fuck you. I don't have time for any of your pathetic burns dunking me into a carton of weak sauce. There's an actual, real, serious shit going down. Well, now that we've wasted like 2 minutes telling each other how busy we are, what the fuck do you want? I need you to check something in the Imperial database for me. Cast records. And I want you to do it without asking me why I need it. Deal? Just guys, honestly, like, Solix and Karkat are basically just black diamonds. Like, that's it. They're black diamonds. Wait, what the fuck, KK? Absolutely no deal. You didn't even try to make a deal. You just told me to do something incredibly illegal and dangerous. Why do you need cast records? You think ancestors are bullshit? Ancestors are bullshit. Karkat. Fake night dream nonsense for kids who hate themselves and want to experience a connection to something better than they are. Face the facts, Boldreeds. There's no way any of us are descended from anybody that matters. Then why the heck do you want me to risk getting cold for records if a bunch of bullshit that records if it's a bunch of bullshit that doesn't matter? I might have a death wish, but I'm not Solix in the mood. I might have a death wish, but I'm not suicidal. So either tell me what crawled up your nook and laid eggs in there, or let me go back to work. Okay, fine. I'm only telling you this because we're friends and I trust you. There's this person in my hive. Person. This is John telling Dave about the mailman, too. Yeah. Yeah, they aren't a troll, but they aren't a drone either. I figure they're an alien, but they've got a cerulean sign and we're trying to figure out where it came from. Wait, they aren't a troll, but they're a cerulean. Sorry, KK, I'm trying to wrap my pan around this, but I'm pretty sure you're fucking with me. Oh my god, could you just run this? Give me a second. Okay, nobody's had the sign or cast name in a while. Ask your new alien friend if they know the name Adlov. Hey, do you know... Oh, what the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing? Of course. You step back from where you've been reading over Karkat's shoulder. You couldn't resist. He was just getting so heated and mad, banging on the keyboard and making weird little growly noises. Black diamonds, that's all I'm gonna say. You think you can just... Karkat goes absolutely silent. He's rigid. If he'd been a cat, his hair would be standing straight up. You ask him what's wrong, and he shushes you so loudly you almost fall over from shock. You strain, and then in the distance you think you hear a strange, staticky whirring. It is really cute. Well, the black diamond flirting is what I'm gonna call it. It was really cute. This not so cute. Alternia. Suddenly, Karkat explodes into motion, grabbing your arm and pulling you out of his respite block and down the stairs. Am I forgetting something from Homestuck canon? Is this something that happened in the story? Oh, time to get... In the living room, he tugs a thick black blanket from off the back of the couch and pulls up the rug in the center of the room. Beneath it is a trap door. What the hell is... Be quiet. His movements are quick and panicky, but also methodical. His jaw is set. I don't like the way the music is right now. His jaw is set and his eyes are hard as he unbolts the trapdoor, gives it a hard yank to loosen it, and props it open. Beneath it is a rectangular pit in the foundations of the house, the size and shape of a shallow grave. This isn't the first time he's done this. You doubt it's even the 10th. So far, Karkat has struck you as a little bit ridiculous, but now there's something fierce burning in him, something angry and distilled. The sound comes again, closer this time, and you see a hulking shadow out the window, huge and menacing and armored. How am I supposed to pay attention to the danger when cool music is playing? Karkat yanks you down. Oh, it's so cute. Karkat yanks you down into the pit with him and wraps the two of you in the blanket. Then he closes the trap door and you're plunged into the darkness, into a darkness so absolute it's like you've stopped existing. What the hell is going on? A drone. Karkat's face is squished against your shoulder. The fear in his voice shudders into your bones. It's just a routine check. We should be fine down here. My Lucis dug this. It hides the temperature. The temperature? Of me. Of us. Of our mutation. You don't understand, but that doesn't stop you from being afraid. And possibly heavy footsteps land on the floor above you. Karkat trembles. God, you have to do something. Don't get us murdered by drones, MSPA reader. I'm gonna flee because obviously that ain't gonna end. I mean, that's Alternia. I'm gonna flee because I don't think it's the right choice, but it could be. But I don't think it's the right choice. So you're a pretty tolerant kind of dude. You're generally down for whatever, but lying in a shallow grave while a troll boy digs his nubby little horns into your ribs and a mechanical monster stomps around upstairs, that's kind of a lot, even for you. Also, my poor ribs. Please, everybody, we need to leave MSBA readers' ribs alone. So you do really the only thing a responsible friend can. You get your friend the fuck out of Dodge. This is so good and also so bad at the same time. I'm very worried about where we... Hey! Why is John at Dave's apartment? I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't trust like this. Yeah! Go to John's house instead, please. Like, go hang out at John's place, please. It was really cool of Jade to have us all over. It felt like a birthday present, kind of, especially since all my other presents got lost in the mail. Star Fox, what do I gotta do? How do I'm 5'3". I don't know what to tell you. Actually, the only one that didn't get lost was a Little Monsters poster my dad got me. He gave it to me a week early, almost like he knew that something weird was going to happen to the rest of my gifts. Sure, yeah, I'm happy for you, dude. Cool that your dad got your unbelievably crappy... Bleh. Cool that your dad got your unbelievably crappy shit to you before it got thrown in the literal garbage where, frankly, it belongs. But why are you wasting... It is? I'll get it soon. I'll get it soon. I'll just keep telling you the truth. But why are you wasting any part of our valuable word count babbling about your fucking little monster poster? Who actually cares? I don't know. I just figured some people might want to know about it. Whack. Oh hey. Dave and John are propped up on the futon, gaming the way only bros can game, i.e. with several bags of chips and mostly empty 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew on the couch between them. Yeah, dog, saving room for Jesus and snacks. Oh, hey, Mr. Mailman. John. You wave hello and try to catch your breath. You're a little unbalanced from the brutal shift between being buried alive to a chill Texas day with just a couple of guys being dudes. Just guys and dudes. Wait, how did they even get back from Jade's? I was literally thinking that this whole time. Oh yeah. Alright, yeah, turns out her dog can teleport. Wild, right? Who knew? I don't think Beck can time travel though. So don't worry, you aren't going to be out of a job or anything. And I'm probably going to ask you to just zap me back to my place before my dad realizes I've been gone this long. I don't think he'd call the cops on you, but I just want to be on the safe side. BTW, who the fuck is that? And is he like... Okay? Well, no. No. Here we go. Oh yeah, Karkat. He's currently curled up on the ground with the blanket still wrapped around him. He's breathing very heavily and sort of clutching at the carpet. You lean down to make sure he's cool while telling Dave and John that he's an alien from another planet. You figure you'd bring him here since shit got a little too hot back in alien land. Oh. Dope, I guess. Hey dude. Wait. He's an alien? Like, a real alien? Yeah, John, Jesus Christ, look, he's got little horns. Yeah, I can see that, but come on, aliens? John. Oh, so this is where you draw the line. Our friend living alone on an island with nothing but her magical dog and taxidermied grandpa who she stuffed herself isn't where you draw it. A teleporting fake mailman in a hoodie who just wants to be bros isn't where you draw it. I guess you have a point. All of that stuff just feels so normal now. So I guess in theory you could bring us to visit this alien planet. Dave? Dave? You do not want to go to Alternia. Do not! Maybe. Not that that's anything I'd actually want to do. The place is probably stank AF. You never catch me in space. Space ain't the place. Dave, no. Oh damn, write that down. You love a good Strider freestyle any day of the week, but this isn't Dave's route, so you return your focus back to... Oh, holy fuck, where did he go? Let me shut up before that happens. Well, I was about to say, Karkat gets thrown out of the window by Bro. Oh yeah, little dude just scurried out the door. Probably should have mentioned that. Oh, god damn it. You just brought Karkat to Earth and you've already lost him. Some friend you are. You zap down to the ground floor of the apartment building. Nothing. You zap to the stairwell and look up. Nothing. No little alien boy with a blanket. Shit. Damn it. Remembering the time you met Dave, you zap up to the roof. You find Karkat standing silhouetted against the turgid Texas sky. Shimmers of heat haze making him look strangely artificial. He's shading his eyes and staring up at the sun. Hey dude, don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the advice. I'm way too stupid to know not to look directly into a burning ball of fire. The pain is intense and searing, but I'm just a dumb fucking animal. By the way, this sun is pathetic. Well, this is another planet and another sun. Yes, thank you! He drops his hand and turns back to you. There are still cobwebs in his hair from the crawl space. Is this where you're from? You think so? Maybe? You don't remember very much about yourself, but you seem to know more about Earth than you do about Alternia. You don't remember very much about that place at all. Oh, except that it's called Alternia, apparently. This all feels, I don't know, wrong? Or just really fucking weird. You zapped in and dragged me out of my hive to an alien planet where the sun isn't hot enough to burn. Well, it is definitely hot enough to burn. It just takes a little longer. Shut up, I wasn't finished. Before you showed up, Solix was telling me about this game that one of his friends found. We were all supposed to play it together and, I don't know, some stuff would have happened? A lot of, hey Karkat, some stuff would have happened. I don't know why it feels like that matters. I just feel it's hard to describe. Some stuff. Flatten out. Yeah, I feel you. Hey Dave, what's up? You and Karkat both jump. Dave has... Let me tell you about my love for Dave Cat. Dave has ninja looks really weird as a word. Anyway, Dave has ninja'd up the stairs and leaned casually against the brick wall. Shit, how long has he been standing there? And where's John? Oh, he just disappeared. Wait, what? Oh. What if we didn't make another timeline this time? And what if Karkat doesn't play the game by this universe? Yeah, it's weird. This world. F. F in the chat for this whole universe, my Earth. Yeah, it's weird. This swirling void wormhole just opened up in the TV and sucked him right in. What? Oh, well, I'm fucking with you. John's in the bathroom. Okay. Dave, you can't do that when literally there's a chance y'all can stop existing because of this. Dave, honey. But I had you for a second, didn't I? Oh, yeah. You got us. Good job. Absolutely sounds like something that could happen these past couple days. Oh, yeah. Hilarious. He sure got you. Also, you're pretty sure the scene moved up here so you could talk to Karkat without Dave coming in and making all of this about him again. I'm talking about Dave. Dave adjusts his shades. Man, that's just an extremely weird thing to say. But yeah, horny dude. I mean, guy with horns. Are you talking to me? We were all supposed to play a game too. Together as a group or some shit. Right. Jade told you about a game that was supposed to change everything. It's that sort of shit that makes me get this feeling you know more about what's going on than you're telling us. I mean, it's technically in Imspirator's brain. You don't. You swear you don't. You have no idea why any of this is happening, or maybe not happening? There's just some stuff you seem to know, but not until you absolutely have to. You're just sure that it's very important you brought Karkat here. MSPA reader may not remember much, but Dave Cat is mandatory. Pepsi ASMR time. LMAO. Wait, hold on. LMAO. Apparently thought is a automatically censored word by Twitch's Autobot. Hold on. Thought is the two most valid ships in Homestuck are about to happen right now, huh? I say that like there's so many valid ships. Don't you make that face at me. Why? The name of this route is expedited shipping. Google's, can I sue someone for a Twitch comment? How the fuck do I have anything to do with these hornless freaks? Standing right here, bro, my god. But yeah, that's a pretty good point now that I think about it. You said it's important for you to bring him here, like here specifically. I mean, me. to my apartment. Hey, MSPA reader, me. Yeah. Yeah. Why? You aren't sure? You just have this intense feeling that it's imperative the two of them are friends. Alright. Weird, but alright. Gray dude, do you ever play any Tony Hawk? How did I make, hold on, I picked the two, both choices I picked, I was like, I bet this is the wrong one. It was just like, no. Everybody just lives on this weird earth, I guess. Expedited shipping, huh? Hold on, what does it say now? You brought Karkat to meet some new friends. Nepeto would be proud. Oh. Well, time to bring Kanaya to Rose. Well, actually, no, wait. Let's see the bad ends. But first, let's see the bad ends. Zap right over. No point in wasting daylight or moonlight, whatever. So you just zap on over there. But holy fuck. Aight. Well. A flash of gray and the gleam of metal. Bright, shocking pain opens up in the middle of you. The boy stares, eyes round, yellow, and shocked. Your laugh comes out wet. Why are you laughing? You don't know what else to do. You press a hand to the wound in your stomach, trying to hold the blood in with sheer willpower. You tell him you were just trying to save a little time. What? The boy stares down at the weapon in his hand, a viciously hooked blade that he'd pulled seemingly out of nowhere. A scythe? No, a sickle. Is this kid a communist? Did communists actually use sickles, or were they just sickle themed? There's so many communist facts you don't know. The boy continues to stare at his sickle, then he stares at your fingers. He looks back and forth, his sickle your fingers, or more accurately, the blood on his sickle and your fingers. He's gaping at the crimson splashes like he's never seen blood before. His mouth moves, but no sound comes out. He hunches over himself like he's the one who has been gutted. I mean... You aren't sure what he does after that, because suddenly you're on your back and all you can see is the sky. Well, that went swimmingly. Karkat has done the murder. Alright, I guess this is going to end with drone murder, probably. Maybe, he said it conceals the heat, but maybe two of us being in the hole is too much heat. Wait it out. Or we'll be fine. Karkat mutters to himself again and again. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. This always works, there's no reason to... A rusty, grating screech as the trapdoor is wrenched off its hinges. Light pours in. Two giant metal hands reach into the hole and pluck the both of you out. Karkat wriggles and bites like a cat trying to get free. Do we just die instantly again? You don't have the chance. The drone tosses you bodily out of the way. Your head hits the wall and everything goes a little strange and streaky after that. His house is on fire. When you come back to yourself, you're outside in the blazing morning heat with Karkat crouched over you. Did the two of you escape? Yeah. His voice is hollow. There is crimson blood smeared on his sweater and up to his chin, and you realize it must have come from the reopened cuts on your arm. Karkat must have carried you out of the hive. The hive. Behind you, Karkat's house is in flames. The heat of the fire combines with the heat of the sun. Oh, that's not good. Until it feels like the two of you are standing on the edge of hell. Oh my god, did the drone do that? No. My Lucis did. Hello? I told you. I have early warning systems. He gave me a chance to get out before triggering it. Is he okay? Karkat gives you a look of utter disgust. He gestures towards the burning hive. I very much fucking doubt it. Okay, but the drone is dead, right? So he's safe? Karkat releases a creaky wheezing sound that takes you a second to realize is a laugh. God, you really are an alien. Where are you even from? It sounds so relaxing. That isn't the only drone, you freak of nature. It's seen my sign. It's heard my voice. I'm on record as Cull on sight. There is absolutely nowhere for me to go. Shit. Okay, well, what about his friends? You really don't think Karkat is in any sort of state to make decisions, so you make an executive one for both of you. Also, it's hot as shit out here, and your delicate skin is already starting to burn. What had that friend's name been? Solix? You take Karkat's hand because the two of you are beyond holding each other under the armpits at this point. Oh, this background's back. Uh-oh. You appear in a residential street in a city, and for a second you think you must have traveled in time as well, since it's night again suddenly. But then you look up and see the strange purple-blue glimmer in the sky. It's still day, but there's some sort of atmospheric shield between the killer sun and the city. You wonder why there isn't one over where Karkat lives. Maybe it's too far out in the sticks. Karkat yanks his hand out of yours. He is still holding the blanket he wrapped the two of you in, staring around in nervous little ticks. He looks even more scared than he had back in his bedroom. Clearly, he doesn't get out much. Fuck. A low chime rings out through the empty street. Karkat pulls his palm husk out of his pocket and it looks at it like he can't remember what it is. Like everything normal has been wiped away and all that remains is the frozen horror in his eyes. Well? KK, what the fuck? I just saw your name come up on the feeds. What did you do, you fucking idiot? You're going to be a you're going to be a thresh you're going to be a executioner. You can't start showing up on cold lists. I didn't do anything. Solix, there's some stuff about me you don't know. KK, what the hell? Okay, well, first of all, I'm right outside your hive stem. What? What are you talking about? Is this the mutant stuff? Who gives a shit about that? TZ knows too. She says she can taste your blood color through the screen, which is all kind of freaky. How does that even work? The screens aren't scratch and sniff. How the fuck? It doesn't matter. Wow. I actually do not give a crap about any of Terezi's cackling bullshit right now. Everything is fucked forever. Oh no! As if in agreement, a familiar crackling word starts up somewhere close by. You and Karkat look at each other in almost comedic distress. I have to go. Just come up here, okay? We'll figure this shit out. No, absolutely fucking not. Oh my god, you utter imbecile. You think your little pants sparks could do anything against a culling drone? I know you have a death wish, but I'm not going to assist you in a hysterical shit-fit suicide. You don't know anything about me or my death wish, KK. Come upstairs. No. Don't make me tell you how much I hate you. Oh, worm? This game is really just saying shippers' rights to just like everybody. To just everybody. Karkat throws his palm husk at the pavement, shattering the screen. Tears drip off his jaw in blurry streaks of red. Get me out of here. And don't you dare ask me what's wrong. You don't. You get him out of there. To all over. Locale to locale. You take a grand tour of Alternia, a place you shouldn't know the name of, but you do. And everywhere you go, this is my house. This is my house. You hear that telltale grating whir. Karkat was right. Wherever he goes, the drones follow. After a certain point, it just becomes routine. You teleport to a random location and the two of you just sort of lope around until you hear the sound in the distance. By the time the sun starts to set, you're both exhausted and must have zapped all over the planet. You find yourself back on the grassy fields, most likely somewhere near Karkat's demolished hive. Smoke hangs fetid in the evening air. Karkat's eyes are dull. His hair is a tangled mess of curls so thick they look like twisted wire. I figured out why the fucking thing didn't work. What thing? It's probably going to be exactly what I just said. And Karkat's not going to be happy about it. He shakes the blanket, which he's been holding onto all day, the last remnant of what's most likely by now just a smoking wreck. With 2 mutants in there, we were too warm. Years of perfecting my hiding like an oink beast from the slaughter technique, and it's all decimated by some clueless asshole in a hoodie. Just Karkat out here having a normal one. Getting fucked up by the waist shoot by the inexorable march of fate and the universe. I meet someone with the same disgusting deformity as me and they immediately ruin my life. This is why I don't let people into my hive. Karkat. There's so much hatred wrapped up in his voice and his words. You don't think it's hatred for you. You ask him what you can do. You want to fix this. I think you've done enough. Karkat bundles himself up in the blanket, even though it isn't cold. He turns away. I was really... We're on Alternia again. I was just straight up expecting to hear the Friendsim title music. Well, that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. Okay. I have plenty of friends. Bright side? I would love to hear this. True. I thought you were going to say like a bright side of that route. I was going to be like... You are learning more about yourself every day. For example, while you already knew that friendship was everything, you are now realizing that staying with your friends is not a priority. At least, that must be right, because you keep leaving friends and starting over again. Why are you doing this? Probably a deep-held value of some kind. That makes sense. Anyway, you're ready to meet more friends, and the only place you've seen new people recently has been on Jay's dream planet. You zap on over there. This time, something is different. It seems to be a different part of the day than before, and the overhead clouds that previously served as fluffy ambient backdrop are now alive with images. Meteors striking a dark world, a planet covered in sugar mountains dotted with goofy giant teapots, a young gray-skinned alien girl running around catching frogs. These must be the clouds Jade was referencing, the ones she said could never be wrong. Well, you can take guidance from them too. You trusted more dubious things than clouds. You zone in on that frog girl with the short haircut and the red skirt. Time for the zappy thing. It's always night on Troll Planet, at least when folks are out and about, but it's not usually this dark. You confidently head out to start exploring your surroundings and immediately run into a wall face first. Okay. You're getting your bearings now. You've ended up in some kind of closet. You refrain from making a hackneyed joke about it. They probably don't even have that cultural metaphor here. And the noise you made elicited an answering yelp of surprise in the room outside. You hear footsteps approaching you, and then someone yanks the door open. Immediately gets murdered by chainsaw. There she is. There she is. Her spray is so good. Look at her. Let's give it a second. Maybe. No, wait. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. This might just be her theme. Hello. What the fuck? Opening the door has allowed a beam of bright sunlight to fall across your face. You feel instinctively that the light is something to avoid. You hold your hands up to shield your face, then remember that your hands are also made of skin, and whimper. The heat is doing its best to fry you, like a vampire in a movie. You're assured that idle thought will not end up having any relevance to this troll girl story whatsoever. What are you? She's so cute, look at her! Did you just wander in here or like... what? Something like that, you tell her, cringing away from the light. You get the feeling this girl is not gonna fall for the old mailman gambit. Mail troll? You tell her you know one of her other friends. Who? Wait. Is it Karkat? Yes! I knew it. He makes friends with all kinds. Well, I obviously can't kick you out right now. You don't seem to be able to handle the sun. So I guess you better stick around until at least nighttime. You could easily zap to nighttime, but this is giving you an in, so instead you agree. No problem, you can hang out in this closet. It's fine, it's a lovely closet. I know we just met, but you are being kind of weird. You hope it's the kind of weird that eventually becomes charming. You don't say that though, just think it. You know the barrier between your words and thoughts is ambiguous at best, but for real. Anyway, you have no obligation to skulk around in my wardrobeifying assets chamber. Hi! I have a solution. Pulling the shades, maybe? No. Why would I deprive my plants of life-giving sunlight for a fragile-skinned creature I've never met before? It is another solution. A minute later, you're dressed in a floor-length gown of emerald velvet with long sleeves, a high neckline, and a dramatic hood to pull over your head. Yes. Upgrade. The dress does nothing for the heat, but effectively shields you from sunlight. There you go. All swaddled up like a baby, you joke. The troll just gives you a level look. Clearly, you've stumbled on a cultural misalignment. Even though she's the one who hasn't even heard of a baby, she stares at you until you start to feel embarrassed for knowing things that she doesn't know. God, I love her. She is very good at staring contests. What an amazing potential friend. Now out of the closet, you know that that joke won't land either. You look around the room. It is indeed covered with plants, as well as colorful bolts of fabric and half-finished sewing projects. Unlike Rose's knitting disarray, it does not have the impression of someone who has difficulty finishing things. This troll's room gives the impression of someone who enjoys, even excels at having multiple irons in hot places. Or at least she thinks she does. She seems to have just been on her computer thing when you zapped in, because her chat client is flashing insistently. You try to peer at the open window, but she hits a button and makes the projection disappear, a delicate green flush rising to her cheeks. Vriska. Vriska. No need to look at that. Guiltily, you remember spying on Rose. When she had called you out, you thought for a second that your chances of being her friend had run out. Like if there was a universe where you became her friend, and one where you didn't, you'd stumble clumsily into the wrong one. The bad one, if you will. But luckily, everything turned out fine. Maybe you could get away with it again? Plus, this troll doesn't even know about your powers yet, not like Rose did. She would have no reason to suspect you. Let's be nosy. The spy. You excuse yourself to the, you don't know what they'd call it here, the necessaries? You wave your hand in a vaguely embarrassed way and the troll gets it. Out of her sight, you zap back to a few minutes ago, just outside the door to the room you're in now. You wait until you hear the thump of yourself arriving in the closet and the troll abandoning her desk. Then you quickly zap into the room and read her current chat. MSPA reader, why are you like this? It just cannot escape my notice that the last 3 times you've contacted me, it was to ask if I finished your dress yet. Under these circumstances, I find it trying to believe that you want it for no particular reason. Okay. I wish you would just tell me why it's so important. Of course you do! Fussy Fangs always has to have a reason for everything. Maybe I just want a present from my Moirel? Did you ever think of that? Or are you too busy fussing around your fuss block? Maybe I'm being nice? Or did you not think I can be nice sometimes? Vriska. I know you can be. When you want. Sort of. Are we Moirels again now then? Yesterday you said defining our relationship was something only lame dorks would do. Yeah, and my Moirel is a super lame dork. That's you, Fang Face! It's just that I can't help but notice that I'm your Moirel again right now when you want something from me. You notice a lot, don't you? Always noticing something. I bet you would be shocked to know how much you don't see. You don't even know half of what I have going on. If you have ever pretended to know what is going on, if I have ever pretended to know what is going on with you, please allow me to apologize for such a gross misrepresentation of my reality. Whatever. Can you just tell me if you finished it yet? Hello, Kanaya? The login's there. You zap back before past you is done changing into the dress and re-enter the room. The troll Kanaya is back at her lunchbox computer typing furiously. You have to handle the situation delicately. She can't know you were spying on her. Since you've already said that you know Karkat, you hedge up your bets on all of them sharing the same friend group. You ask her carefully what happens if she happens to know your other friend as well. Arachnid's grip? This ain't gonna go well. They are very good. I don't think pretending to be friends with Vriska is a good idea. The little green flush darkens Kanaya's cheeks again. She bites her lip, showing one kind of adorable fang. Yes, I know her. Why? You are sure that helping Kanaya figure out her situation with this girl is the key to earning her friendship. A big, juicy interpersonal conflict to solve has been dangled in front of you, and nothing makes friends more reliably. But then again, you don't really know anything about this other troll. You don't even know her name, just her handle. Can you really be of use to Kanaya? Especially when your knowledge of the girl is based on a foundation of lies. Is this the right way to go? Let's help her with Vriska. You gesture wildly. You and this girl, whose name you do totally know, go way back. In fact, if Kanaya wants some help figuring things out with her, you could definitely help. You're an observant person. This part is true. And you want to help her. This too. Kanaya thinks this over, looking skeptical. What could you do to help? She's just impossible. Everyone knows that already. I am not breaking new ground about Vriska here. Vriska! That must be her name. Despite Kanaya's outward frustration, you keep sensing some kind of guilty affection here. You don't know what a moirail is. How could you? You've never heard that word before, but it conjures a feeling inside you, a vague sense of warmth and comfort, and for some reason, a dark room and the smell of popcorn. My moirail pulpa. Anyway, it's clearly some kind of intimate relationship, and Kanaya's feelings are all wrapped up in it. You don't know what you know what to do in that kind of situation. She needs to tell Vriska how she feels. You expect Kanaya to brush this off. She hasn't exactly been Miss Emotional Openness so far, and she looks like she's about to, but then she wavers. To your surprise, she lets out a heavy sigh, her shoulders slumping. What would be the point? She's not even into the relationship we have now. There's no way she'd want to there's no way she'd want to take it in a more crimson direction. Clearly these feelings have worn her down so much, her spiky defenses are weakened. You don't want to cheer on someone's vulnerabilities, but well, it's hard to forge a friendship without them. You ask if she's sure about that. Well, no. I can't ever tell if she's sincere. She makes serious things into jokes and jokes into big dramas. I thought she'd started calling me her moirail as a joke, but she told everyone else about it too. She didn't even ask me what I wanted, and now I don't know how to talk to her about it. Every conversation we have gets so antagonistic, but I'm not interested in that quadrant with her. Sometimes it feels like our relationship is just an aggregation of shallow and insincere hostilities. Despite the unfamiliar alien words, this teen romantic flailing is common among all species. You nod sympathetically, but you point out Kanaya isn't happy now, so what could she have to lose if she pressed the issue? Kanaya gives you that even, scathing gaze again. And what is your personal interest? Yeah, and what is your personal interest in my quadrants? Karkat's friend? Whoops, you pushed it too far. All your recent success has made you cocky. You revert to barefaced honesty and tell her you want to get to know her better. I have plenty of friends already, and I don't even like some of them. But I will think about your unsolicited and unwelcome advice. Advice from a stranger whose presence you are tolerating solely to not be responsible for the death of an innocent is well known to be the best kind of advice. You good? That's about the best you can ask for. You shut up and sit quietly while Kanaya goes back to her activities, sewing and tending to her plants with a big chainsaw that she seems to have pulled out of nowhere. Finally, she huffs a sigh and throws the chainsaw down on the floor. It disappears again, but a little gold tube rolls away from where it landed. Kanaya stalks back to her magic computer lunchbox. She's emanating such a determined air that you don't dare to address her. Maybe she's forgotten about you. If so, it's to your advantage because Kanaya set up projects Because Kanaya's setup projects her windows in a very visible way, and she didn't tell you not to look this time. You know how you basically refuse to be straightforward with me? You know how you and I use this metaphor with full consciousness of its on-the-nose nature. Always weave a web of intricate emotional misdirection and basically act in the most infuriating way possible. What? Slow down. What are you talking about? Why did you start calling me your Moirel? Was it because you actually had those feelings for me? Or did it suit your purposes somehow? What if I started calling you my mate Sprit? Would that make it reality? Is that how it works? You just say things and assume they will happen, like you said instead of talk. Yeah. You just say things and assume they will happen like you said instead of talking about it with the other person involved. That time I meant you in an abstract and general sense, not specifically you. Wait, are you saying you want to be mate Sprits? You know I am one of the few of us who still likes you. You know everyone wonders why I still talk to you at all, and sometimes I do too. After everything you've done, I think in this situation the evidence for strong conspicuous feelings on my part is compelling. Concupiscent, I can speak. I do not think our so-called I do not think our so-called moral allegiance is satisfying enough to account for my continued attachment to you. Any outside observer could perceive as much. Wow. I think there was a confession somewhere buried under all that insulting language. Shh. Her face. You know what, Meanie Fangs? Let's do it. Let's be mate Sprits. Do not mock me. I'm not. Jeez. Jeez. Do you see how unfair you're being? Vriska, be more straightforward. Vriska, talk clearly about your feelings. Define our relationship. Then when I do it, this is what I get. Let's flip red. Why not? Wait. Really? Yes! Ah! 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 Look at her! Look at her! Look at her! Look at her! Kanaya slams the lunchbox yeah. Kanaya slams the lunchbox. This is why I need to fix my sleep schedule. This ain't good. But I definitely just said Kanaya slams the lunchbox slut. LMAO. Anyway, Kanaya slams the lunchbox shut and turns to you. She's even more flustered than she was before. You can't tell if she's freaked out or thrilled. Maybe even she doesn't know. Listen, I have to go somewhere. You can let yourself out, right? Do not steal anything from me. Hey, don't steal. Bye. You open your mouth, about to suggest that you could teleport her where she needs to go, but she rushes past you and down the stairs. Then she's gone. Dang. You've been getting really good mileage lately out of being the person to unite distant friends. Lousy, goddamn stupid independent action. You get the feeling following her wouldn't go over well either. Kanaya probably needs some privacy right now. A lesser friendship experiment might give up at this point, but your unique skills have honed in on one thing. This relationship is happening because of your advice. Surely, once things settle down, Kanaya will remember this and turn to you, ready to embrace you and rain down thanks and praise for your good works. You're not about to wait around for it here. You zap ahead a couple days. No Kanaya. Nothing in the room indicates that Kanaya has even been back here yet. They just played the game. Hold up. Are they playing Esper? Did they just play Esper? That'd be very funny if they're just playing as Grub right now. You try a couple days more, still no Kanaya. You zap again. Now you're a week out, and the brown edges on some of the leaves suggest that Kanaya has been at her new girlfriend's house this entire time. That could also be the case. You're about to give up when you hear a door slam downstairs. Oh. Oh. Kanaya storms up the winding staircase, stopping dead when she sees you. Oh great, just what I need. Someone I don't know here in a delicate emotional time to witness my compromised state. That's a face. Whenever I'm on the precipice of romantic disaster, I always think to myself, I wish a deformed stranger was in my house refusing to leave, just to bear witness to my inelegant suffering. Okay, wow, that was harsh. You're beginning to think your strategy is not going to pan out. Never one to be deterred easily, you cautiously ask her if she wants to talk about it. She puts her face in her hands. The sprite is very cute. The sprite is very cute, but also... I mean, not surprised. She puts her face in her hands. You know what? You are probably the only person who thought this was remotely a good idea, and therefore probably the only one I can complain to. Everyone else saw this coming, I'm sure. As outcomes go, this one was not particularly stealthy. Like, I'm not happy that she's feeling like this, but the sprite is also like, look at her, like, look at her. When she looks up, she doesn't look angry anymore, just upset. Oh no. I do not know why I thought that in becoming my mate spirit, she would somehow start acting differently than the way she always has. Relationships are hard and nobody understands. Well, no. I mean, they are a very common form of social interaction. I think most people, especially past the age when their genetic contribution is legally required, understand or face certain culling. Okay, never mind that. You were trying to do a thing and it clearly didn't work. So things didn't work out with Vriska? You could say that. At first, it was everything I wanted. She's right, you know. She can be nice sometimes. But then she just started ordering me around. Like I had to do what she said just because I was her mate spirit. Like maybe the reason she agreed in the first place was because she wanted that leverage. You know she's upset, but she isn't getting visibly emotional. Instead, as she talks, her eyes narrow and her voice grows icy with anger. She grows very still, her muscles held taut. And she keeps trying to use me to get back in with our friends who sensibly dropped her already. Like Karkat and Terezi. Although I can't believe I still have any cash with them after so obviously taking leave of my senses enough to date her. Even Terezi wasn't stupid enough for that. Damn. It felt like she just wanted me to like her so she could exploit me. Maybe because she doesn't have enough other friends. So she had to get the most out of me. Her voice is trembling with anger now. Jeez, that's rough. My first girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy. Jeez, that's rough. Honestly, it sounds to you like Kanaya dodged a bullet. When you first saw that Kanaya had a crush on this girl, you kind of assumed that someone as composed and rational as Kanaya would be drawn to someone who could compliment her well, but you just watched her walk into a train wreck. I can speak, I swear, what happened? You just watched her walk into a train wreck. Well, encouraged her to. It's probably good she broke up with Vriska. I didn't. Oh, well, but you're right. Oop, 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 oop. She stalks over to her husk top and throws the top open so violently it nearly breaks. She opens a window and starts typing so hard her claws hit the key so And her so hard her claws hit the keys so hard that one of them pops off and flies to the ground. And another thing. You know, Vriska, I didn't just want to date you. I wanted to feel the same things I felt. I wanted you to feel the same things I felt and treat me like a mate sprit. And whatever this is, it isn't what I wanted. Excuse me? What are you saying? But Kanaya slams her screen down and turns away. Then she puts her hands over her face again and bursts into tears. You can't help but feel a little awkward. Yeah, I bet. They're there? These sprites are very good. Kanaya glares at you. You know this is your fault, right? I do not think you have shown yourself to be competent enough in this area to try to fix things now. Can you please just leave me alone? Yeah, you're not going to be able to turn this around. Leaving probably is the best thing you can do for Kanaya now. You nod sadly and zap the fuck out of there. Well. Oh, Vriska. Alright, I think we're on the right route. So I'm gonna back off. And then we'll go back to the other one. No reason, you say. Just curious. Kanaya gives you a suspicious look. Okay. Well, I'm kind of in the middle of something. You can just while away the time until it gets dark. Sure. You watch her for a few minutes as she finishes up her conversation and then starts working on things around her room. But having seen what you've seen, you're determined to find some way to help her. If you can't fix her interpersonal problems, maybe you can figure something else she'd enjoy. Filled with investigative spirit, you start to gather evidence. Snoop. You start to snoop. Spying got you this far. Spying is great. No, you ain't. Rosemary or bust. You rifle through Kanaya's bookshelf. we literally just go through all their stuff. I love this. She has a number of sewing pattern books, which you assume must have some kind of whimsically gruesome twist congruent with the rest of the world building on this planet. But pretty much they just look like sewing pattern books. If there's one thing on the shelf in your own language, time to realize that she knows about Rose. Time to bring her to Rose. It is not a book, but a stack of printed out pages, bound together in a distinctly homemade way. It says Esper Beta Walkthrough at the top and is covered with familiar erudite prose. You're pretty sure the events described in this document never happened in the timeline you're currently making, but maybe whatever source Kanaya got this from is not bound strictly to one timeline. There are a number of books featuring shining white figures, mostly women, with prominent fangs and variously colored blood dripping from their cruel and elegant mouths. They are all dressed in an explosion of brightly colored fabrics. Something about their sparkle strikes you as deeply, strangely familiar. You must just be thinking of vampires. There's no reason you would know anything about whatever the rainbow blood imbibing troll equivalent is. Most of these covers feature a swooning troll of varying genders, clearly about to have their throat torn out sexily. Many of the rainbow vampires are being menaced by brave heroes, all wielding chainsaws. A loud buzz makes you look up. You can't help but notice that Kanaya is tending to her topiaries with a large chainsaw of her own. Okay. You're putting this all together. The bright colors around her house, the choice of weapon, the love of sunlight. Kanaya's heart's desire is clearly to date a sexy vampire. Maybe that's what AG is. You wonder if you can make this happen for her. Maybe on this planet, it's not just a fantasy. You clear your throat to get Kanaya's attention, and then casually wonder aloud if Alternia has any kind of non-living creatures. Oh, you mean the undead? Yes, the undead. Where might one find the undead? It is not difficult. They tromp past my hive in their hordes every day, slavering and so on, trying to get in sometimes. It's all coming, oh yeah, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. That must be the root of Kanaya's fascination. You start to form a plan. For the next few hours, you keep a keen eye trained on the window. Sure enough, within an hour, a group of strange, shambling creatures lurches into view. You yell and point out the window, drawing Kanaya's attention, and then zap yourself out there in front of the horde. Now that you're close up, you can see that these guys are not exactly the debonair creatures of the night from Kanaya's book covers. They're more like zombies. Big, slow, stumbling things, half of them falling apart. Still, needs must. You're going to net one of them for Kanaya. You stand your ground as they lurch towards you, trying to select the most alluring. Suddenly, Kanaya is at your side, out of breath from running. She's wielding her chainsaw. Are you actually bereft of sense? You don't fight the undead. This is suicidal. You weren't trying to fight them. Hey, I have a question. What is happening? But there's no time to explain that because they attack you anyway. A great monstrous arm backhands you to the ground, and a monster claws tear through your gown and into your shoulder, lifting you by it. The creature opens a mouthful of more teeth than you thought it could fit inside there. Then you're falling. You hit the ground and roll, dirt riding into the wounds on your arm. I feel like these have to be a different thing. What is happening? The top half of the creature lands next to you, twitching slightly. Kanaya's chainsaw gleams with its black blood. She twirls and bisects another undead thing, but then a third bear hugs her from behind and lifts her, its maw opening wide. You scramble to your feet and throw yourself at Kanaya, grabbing her kicking leg, and squeezing your eyes shut to concentrate. You zap. Please don't let the monster have come with you. You open your eyes. The monster did not come with you. Only its arms did. Are we Magnus Burnsides now? Give me your arms. Okay, I'm assuming this is a typo, but I really love this nickname now. Kanai shakes herself a little, free from their disembodied embrace. Blood pools on her carpet. She does something to get rid of her chainsaw, and suddenly she's holding a tube of lipstick, which she opens. She slicks a fresh coat of black onto her lips. You slowly catch your breath. Hey, their paint and stuff, and like all their pigments and stuff are made from troll blood. So is this black lipstick she uses made from whatever the undead blood is? Hello? You slowly catch your breath. You're about to offer an apology, but something makes you pause. Kanaya is staring at the pools of blood. Girl, you're not even a rainbow drinker yet, girl. She cautiously, guiltily, leans down and swipes a finger in the mess. Then she brings it to her mouth and delicately licks. Blech! She makes a face and spits the blood out. Then she looks up at you, flushing emerald with embarrassment. Oh, you think you made a mistake. Kanaya doesn't want to date a vampire. She wants to be a vampire. Pretend you did not see that. You smile cautiously. It's okay, you tell her. You're embarrassed yourself by your foolish actions. Yes. Why did you do that? Also, how did you teleport? We will be coming back to that one. Do not mistake me. But I cannot understand why anyone would run straight into a horde of undead. I really love this sprite. Look at her. You look down. Well, it's just that when she said undead, you were picturing something else. Another kind of creature that was dead and now isn't, and is a little more appealing. Understanding dawns. Oh, I see. Well, that's understandable. Vampires are just so cool. They're so cool and hot, and it would make sense for anyone to want to be one. I do not know what a vampire is, but I believe that we are on the same page. Look at his little smile! Maybe I misjudged you. Perhaps you have greater intelligence and finer taste than I originally inferred. Maybe, you say, and you bet anyone with taste would find Kanaya's daring, unconventional aesthetic intriguing, even someone like the tentacle therapist. It's happening. We're doing this, man. We're making it happen. Kanaya freezes. How do you know? Did you just... I mean, who is that? I mean, She clears her throat uncomfortably. Whoever that is, I hope you are right. And also, well, she looks embarrassed again. Thank you for saying so. You nod, wondering if you should say more, but you should keep that friend's secrets, just like you're going to keep Kanaya's vampire fantasy secret, because that's what friends do. I guess it makes sense we don't actually take her to Rose, because, like, we left with Karkat because things were not great. And Kanaya's kind of got, like, a nice, comfy situation, so I see why we didn't think, oh, we need to move. So, yeah, that was... You assured Kanaya that liking Dracula's is really cool. But let's see what happens if we don't spy. I love how to get to the right ending, you have to spy on her. No, even if you don't get caught, it's just not a good way to begin a friendship. Much fairer to start on even footing. Besides, you already have an in. You ask the troll how she knows Karkat. She looks bored by this conversation starter. Sorry, but I was actually kind of busy when you came in. I'm not going to consign you to fiery death outside the light, but I would appreciate some personal time. Sure, you say, of course. The troll gives you a suspicious look until you turn away enough that she can be assured of privacy. She goes right back to chatting with her friends. After a while, she gets up and starts working on a dress she's sewing. She keeps getting frustrated, ripping it out and redoing it to get it perfect. She is not being rude to you, but she's ignoring you. You attempt to engage a few more times, and she keeps answering politely, but she just refuses to be pulled into shenanigans from which a lasting friendship could form. After several hours, the sun slips below the horizon and leaves the world in twilight. The troll girl yawns. Well, it should be safe for you to leave now. Goodbye. She nicely but firmly directs you out the door. Bye. Literally, if you don't spy on her, just like normal interaction? Who's that? Don't know her. Okay. I want her to meet Rose. Yes. I want her to meet Rose so bad now. Like, I want her to meet Rose so bad now. I can't wait for us to meet Vriska though. Okay. 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 I'm going to end the stream here because I have to do other stuff. I just love these kids so much. Just all of them. Just all of them. And you know, you too, Mutini. Or Cryptid McWhiskers. But you'll always be Vodka Mutini. Alright. So, more Pesterquest in 2 weeks. Friday, I will most likely be streaming. As normal. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming. But I'll figure it out. So I'll see you Friday, most likely. Okay, most likely. Alright. Thanks for watching the Homestuck game. Okay. Real quick, let me see. Okay. I'm just gonna, yes. Thanks for watching. See you Friday, most likely. Bye.